That's why Can Cope Construction Company is encouraging all local businesses, let's hire vets. That message was proudly brought to you by Can Cope Construction Company, your contractors with a reputation for quality work at affordable prices. For an estimate, call 954-461-7093. That's Can Cope Construction Company in Coral Springs, on the air saying USA all the way.
Here's how people are learning to make extra money from home at Online Trading Academy. If you have mutual funds or an IRA and you're not happy with what you're making, here's a tip from one of the instructors at Online Trading Academy.
How many of you out there are holding stock right now? You could be using options to sell against that stock to bring in income, like rental income.
Renting stocks you already own? Sure. Learn how it's done at Online Trading Academy.
He had this in his 401k, and he was able to generate $4,000 within 2 or 3 weeks' time selling a call option on the Schlumberger shares that he had that he'd been sitting on for years.
People are learning how extra money can be made from home with stocks and more, all with limited risk at Online Trading Academy. Reserve a pair of seats for a free half-day class to see how it's done in Broward and Palm Beach. Online Trading Academy. Call now, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800.
Talk health. Talk wealth. Talk politics. Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
From time to time, this program engages in contesting for prize giveaways. A listener must call into the radio station talk line and be a specific caller or answer a trivia question as specified by the show host to be awarded the prize. The contest duration is the length of the program itself. Winners may be limited to one winner per address and or phone number every 3 months. All listeners are eligible for prizes. Prizes do not exceed a value of $325. The prizes are provided by the show, and the delivery of the prizes is the sole responsibility of the program itself and not the radio station or the Beasley Broadcast Group.
And we are live here on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk and WWWE 1100 AM in Atlanta. And we welcome you here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we are celebrating our 400th show. 400th live show. And yes, we've been on for over 8 years, and yes, we're kind of new to WWNN, but we've been going strong on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah because I've been talking to all of you, everyone across the nation. And I'm always so honored when I hear that people have been listening to the show since the very beginning, listening and sharing in the experience. So I'm going to give out the phone number, 1-888-565-1470, and that's the number that's going to get you in tonight. And let me tell you why you really want to get in the call line tonight. Not just because Spirit and I are answering your questions and it's all about you, but tonight we're celebrating. Celebrating good times here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And some of our callers, I can't tell you who, you're going to be winning free gifts and celebration of you, all of you, your calls, your participation. You see, the show, it's really not about me. It's about all of you and navigating life together. And we are giving away prizes, wonderful gifts from the Expedito Enlightenment Center, wonderful trinkets that we have to give to all of you so that you know how much we appreciate you. And I've got calls all across the country coming in here at 1-888-565-1470. And while Christmas is in the operating room in there, and we've got all the sound and lights going on, and everyone's calling in, I want to take a minute to talk to you about some of the things Spirit has been sharing with me. Because I know that a lot of people have gone through some magnificent changes, and for some of us it's been a bit bumpy. And the changes have not been in sync with everything that we wanted. And I also know that each person has a journey. And the journey sometimes seems a little bumpy. And when we're on the journey, it's so important to remember who you are. And the journey of life lets us know that, well, we can do anything. Because we have to rise to the occasion. Sometimes we have to dig down deep and find our courage. We have to recognize our attributes and recognize our flaws. Yes, we've all got a few of those lying around. And those flaws, those aspects of self that are less than perfect, well, if we were to talk to the angels, they would tell us that that is not true. Everything is perfect. If they were to show us how they see us, we would see ourselves perfectly, because they have that incredible flow, that incredible energy to look beyond the human imperfections and the things that disrupt the human experience and remind us that we are spirit. First and foremost, we were spirit, an essence and expression of the heavens. And we all have a journey. We all have a path. And when you're on your path, when you're on your journey, remembering who you are and understanding why you've come here and why certain people are in your life is just so important. And it's important to recognize your truth. What is your truth? Why is it that at times you go against the grain, go against the groove, go against what is important to you? Do you find that you're pleasing other people to keep them in your life? Do you find that you're making concessions and exceptions because, well, you just don't want to go against the grain? Well, we have a journey, and each person in our path is an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to expand, an opportunity to further understand who we, the person, how we are, who we are, what is our way of being, and to then perfect our way of being so that we can be the true expression of why we are here. I look back and all these shows, 400 live, and we must be up to 450 over the 8 years of shows that we have aired. And the journey has come because we put it out there. We put it out there that we wanted to have a public platform. And I said, I didn't want to be limited although it's wonderful to have the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach, I didn't want to be limited to just the one-to-one experience, the opportunity to reach out and touch one person's soul. And yes, each person's soul has a gift that they bring me, just like Spirit gives them the gift of recognizing who they are and giving them the guidance that they need. But we thought it's time to have a bigger platform. Only I didn't really understand how that was going to play it out. Because in the law of manifestation, we don't always know how it's going to play out. We just need to understand what it is we desire. And then the universe has a very funny way of making it all happen. And I was offered an opportunity to be on air. I didn't seek it. It wasn't something that I knocked on someone's door and said, hey, I've got some showbiz training. I'd love to be on national radio. That didn't happen. I had conversations with myself. And I also had conversations with a few close friends, people that I felt would hold the space for me. You know, in the envisioning process, it's important to know that your desires are between you and the heavens, and for you to share it maybe, just maybe, with one or two people. People who can have unwavering vision, the unwavering vision to see it as you see it, and maybe even better than you see it, to see the big picture, the picture that radiates the true experience beyond what the human mind can conceive, and allow it to come forth. Many of you driving home tonight, in your cars, picking up your children, preparing your dinner, maybe doing some homework with some children. Maybe you're at the gym and you're working out. Maybe you're ready to make a shift and a change. Well, life's the journey. And the journey will have its moments where we want to quit. We want to give up. We don't understand why we're where we are. Life has those moments. And not everything seems to be synchronistically timed so that it magically appears. It doesn't always work that way, at least not to the human eye. But behind the scenes, I want you to understand that there's a powerful flow that's moving, just like the power and the energy we saw in the beautiful solar eclipse. That eclipse represented change. And it also brought forth the illumination of darkness, for us to recognize that there will be shadows amongst the light, and that we're not to be afraid of the darkness or the shadow or the experiences that are uncomfortable. We're to recognize them as a stepping stone, something to bring us up a notch, to take us closer to that desire. So whatever the desire is in your heart, and it could be the desire you had when you were 7 years old, and maybe now you're 47. Whatever that desire is, see it fulfilled. See the journey unfolding and bringing it to you with a passion, with a grace, and with everything that you want it to be. And don't look at the moment of now and look around and say, well, look what I'm doing. I don't know how I could ever get there, given all the responsibilities I have, given all the financial resources I do or don't have. Don't look at the technicalities of it all, because it's an energy thing. It's a flow thing. Everything I asked for when I was just a little girl is all unfolding now. And there's quite a bit of age difference between being a little girl and being who I am now, at least in the physical self. And everything's unfolding perfectly. And it's important to not lose faith, to not get impatient, and to not be critical of self. We tend to be very harsh on ourselves. I know. Perhaps someone said some things that you remember. I always joke that Sister Sophie said I couldn't do math, and then I would always laugh when I figured out my commission check and went, well, that'll be $10,000 more for me. Thank you, Sister Sophie. I do know how to figure that out. And I make a joke, but I do know that when I was going through that experience, and that was my high school math teacher, and she was like, oh, she needs a special test. I was like, oh, Lord, what's a special test? They're like, we don't really want her to take the Regents. It might not be pretty. I went, what? And they scared me. They made me feel as if I couldn't do something. And then I had to navigate that experience, her wanting to help, and she did me a favor, I'm sure. But her wanting to help left this lasting impression that at least now I can joke about. But it made me wonder, can I do it? Can I figure out a mathematical equation? I remember when my son brought home his math problems, and I'd look at it and go, well, I hope the teacher explained it, and I would just start to feel that panic rising up. And he's a mathematical genius, thank goodness. So obviously the acorn really rolled far from this tree. But perhaps it's something not as simple as a mathematical equation. Perhaps somebody made you feel as if you're not good enough because of the way you look. Maybe you're not smart enough all around. Maybe you don't have the communication skills that you need. Maybe there's some aspect of yourself that you've been programmed to believe that you can't have it all. You see, in the journey of life, we have so many opportunities to recognize what they are. And then sometimes we just want to run from them. Run as if we never want to look at that dark shadow again. But just like when the moon was covering the sun, if you looked at it through a different way, if you looked down, you could see all the elements that you were missing. You could see aspects of beauty, even though the darkness was covering what we deem to be light. In the darkness, you can always find light. In the uncomfortability, you can always recognize your strength. In the fear, you come to know what your courage is and how to tap into it and how to rise above sometimes public opinion, gossip, and chatter. To learn to recognize that you, just like everyone else, you have an opportunity to have it all. So no matter where you are in the realm of your reality, now that we went through something that only happens every rare once in a while, and it's been 99 years since we had a solar eclipse across the United States, why don't we use this time that magnificent things have occurred? Why don't we use this time to tap into that magic, to tap into that spectacular experience, and peel back the shadows and see the light, see the beauty that lies beneath the shadows, and recognize the gifts that you all are, and the peace that's within. Regardless of the external chatter, there's a source of peace, an aspect of light that comes from within that gives you the opportunity to move mountains, no matter what's going on around you. No matter what agenda or fear is out, you don't have to buy into it. You have the power to change. You have the power to change your life first. Because when you center yourself and you change your life, and you choose a path of joy and harmony and love and recognition of the beauty that you are, when you take that opportunity and choose that path, you're at peace. You're tapped into a flow from the universe that, just like the eclipse, can be seen and felt across a nation, maybe even across a planet, because your inner peace radiates out and it shifts those around you. You ever notice when the parents are happy, the children are happy, and when the parents are cranky, the children act up? Even pets mirror our behavior because we radiate out what's going on inside. Our emotional IQ is sometimes lower than our intellectual IQ because we aren't spending time developing and recognizing the emotions that we have inside and where they come from, and why sometimes we push for things that really in the end make us uncomfortable and we feel that we're not worthy of. we recognize that there are times when we pick a path that is a pattern of behavior that halfway in it, you're like, wait, I've been here before. This is not the journey I want to have. I've done this time and time again. And when you break that pattern, when you make that shift, then you have peace. Then you know that what appears to be real, that has disrupted you, is no longer a part of your energy, no longer a part of your being. It's a journey. It's a journey for all of us. And each one of us, all the callers here on our radio station, everyone who crosses the threshold of the Expedito Enlightenment Center, whether you join me in person or via Skype or online, whether you take one of my classes from, internationally, no matter where you are, there's no distance that keeps us apart. We're all connected. And each one of us, we've all made an agreement to help each other, to navigate things, and for us to applaud each other. When was the last time people said to you, congratulations, or you're doing great things, or I'm so proud of you, or what a wonderful person you are? Now, I understand that when we get it from someone else, it's nice, but we have to believe it inside. We could hear it 1,000,000 times from someone, and they say, what a great job you did, you're wonderful. But if we don't believe that, then it'll be a challenge getting where we desire to be on the journey. But when was the last time you paid someone a compliment? When was the last time that you shared the experience that you see through your eyes and said to them, I value you. I value what you bring to the table. I value your gifts, your creativity, your presence, your friendship, your commitment to family. When was the last time you told someone that? And didn't it feel good? And didn't it change them? Even if for a moment, you shifted their energy. You reminded them to look inside and see, I am great. We don't need a solar eclipse for the whole world to gather together and watch a momentous happening. Miraculous. We don't need a 400th anniversary of live shows for us to appreciate each other. We don't need an Archangel Michael celebration to honor the angels. We don't need to be in church or synagogue to have a conversation with God. We're always all connected. And it's always the perfect time to tell someone that you love them. From your heart to heart, soul to soul. It's the time. It's the time for you to recognize that you can make a difference. It's the time to put away the angry words, the disappointment, the what-ifs, the could-haves, the should-haves, and to stand tall in the moment and say, today's the day. Today's the day I choose to make the shift on my journey. I've been going to the left, and I'm going to look for the right turn, and I'm going to make a change. If you're tired of the same old, then why are you doing the same thing? That's the definition of insanity, right? You want to change? Make it happen. You don't need someone to do it for you. The right people will pop up. First, you need the commitment to yourself. In the moment of now, if you could change anything, and you could have it all, what does that look like for you? How can we recalibrate the journey? How can we reframe the vision? Let's do that together tonight in your questioning. Spirit and I are here to answer all your questions at 1-888-565-1470, and we welcome your questions on Facebook and your interaction on Facebook. And I thank you for all the congratulations that we've received leading up to this 400th show. And I know some of you have been listening from the very, very beginning, and that touches my heart. But I know that everything unfolded perfectly. And all we have to do is show up. Show up and make a difference. Show up and say, yes, count me in. I'm in for the next thrill ride of my journey. I'm in for the next success. I'm in for the next fun. I'm here and fully present, and everything I want, I trust is coming. And even though I may not physically see it, like for the minute I couldn't physically see the sun, I know it's there. I trust it's there. And I'm going to admire the shadow and the darkness, and I'm going to be fully present in the waiting time, understanding that everything has a perfect time. And I'm in the harmony and the flow of the universe. Therefore, I have no fear. I have nothing to worry about. I am fully present. And tonight I am fully present here with all of you here on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk, and of course to everyone listening in Atlanta at 1100 AM. We welcome you for our 400th live show. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. So pick up the phone lines and join us. If you're on hold, we're going to get to your call. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they just...
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling, too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
From time to time, this program engages in contesting for prize giveaways. A listener must call into the radio station talk line and be a specific caller or answer a trivia question as specified by the show host to be awarded the prize. The contest duration is the length of the program itself. Winners may be limited to one winner per address and or phone number every 3 months. All listeners are eligible for prizes. Prizes do not exceed a value of $325. The prizes are provided by the show, and the delivery of the prizes is the sole responsibility of the program itself and not the radio station or the Beasley Broadcast Group.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed, we have met before, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you, and we're going to go right to the phone lines, 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right in here on WWNN, and let's go to Colorado, and I've got Brett on the line. Brett, how are you? Brett?
Hello.
Hi, Brett. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Brett. And how can we assist you tonight on this journey of life?
I was just saying on guidance on work. I just had an interview today, and I'm kind of hesitant on how it went.
And the interview was for a place that may not be your very first choice is where you would like to work. Is that true? It's like you're looking for a job for now? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I feel that translated in the interview, that you're there looking for a job, but it's not really your heart and your passion. Did you feel that when you were in the interview?
Yes.
Okay. But I do feel that they're looking for people who are responsible and have a nice track record in their work history, and that you do have. So I do feel that there's an opportunity here. There's a second interview process. Did they tell you when they're going to call you back for that? Or when you'll hear from them again?
No.
Okay. Well, I do see the number 2, so I know that there's something else right around the corner as far as an interview, maybe linked to this one. But I get the sense that something's coming very soon, and I feel there's another interview from this particular place. And I know that you've been looking for work now for about 3-4 weeks, yes?
Actually, no. I actually got hired at a new job, and
right.
Everything was going well. I got this interview, and I kind of jumped the gun with it, and they offered a lot better pay and a lot better opportunity. And
so what changed in the past 3 weeks, Brett? Is it that when you heard about this new opportunity? Because there's a shift and a change in the past 3 weeks having to do with work.
Yes, I got a new job around a month ago, and now I had a second job opportunity today for this new job, and I just kind of left the other job in hope to get this job.
Okay. All right. You'll be fine. Do not worry. But now you learn that sometimes it's better to just wait and be patient and let things play out a little bit more smoothly. But there's an opportunity coming for you, so it's not for you to worry. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Brett. Thank you for calling into the show and following the show. I know you've been following for a while, so I appreciate you. Thank you.
Not a problem. Have a great one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got Steve. And Steve, he's in Broward County. Steve, how are you tonight?
Happy 400th show.
Yes. Can you imagine?
No, but it did. not me, but I know it's here. I know I heard them all.
Yes. So do you remember the first show? Where were you when you heard the first Spiritually Speaking with Sarah show? I know you were listening to another show prior to that, right?
Yep. And I didn't turn the radio. For some strange reason, I was sitting in the parking lot at Publix in Coconut Creek, I do believe, and I wanted to get out of the car, but, something told me to stay in the car, and boom, there was your show.
Yes. So how long did it take you to get out of the car? Were you in for the whole hour?
Almost.
Okay.
I do believe I was, yeah.
Yes. So all that time, so we are looking back at May 2009. You were in a Publix parking lot listening to the radio, and then you ended up frozen in your seat because Spirit probably said, oh no, you need to sit here and listen. So Steve, I want to thank you, and I know that you have followed the show. I know we have a few other listeners who followed the show, but I know that you have followed it from the very beginning, and I really thank you for your support and always being fully present in the energy of this wonderful experience, the journey that we're all taking. And I know you've come to some of our celebrations at the Enlightenment Center and supported a lot of the work that I do out in the public. So I thank you very much, Steve. Thank you.
No, the pleasure was all mine. All of the shows, all of the places that I had to go, and the celebrations you had up in West Palm, I enjoyed them all.
Thank you. And do you have a question for Spirit and I tonight?
Yeah, just one quick question. Does Spirit have a message for me of any type? It really doesn't matter, really.
Is there, I've got a plan for a trip. Is there a trip that you're looking to take or wanting to take? It had to do with family or something. Is there a family trip or something that you're planning, Steve, at this minute?
No, not really. I mean, one took place a couple months ago, but I didn't go. It was a family reunion.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, on one of your previous shows, I told you I wasn't going to go.
Well, I see a trip coming, so I do see a trip coming for you. It's in the future. It's not something in the past. So look for a trip because I'm seeing a getaway for you, but it seems to have you visiting or connecting with people. All right? So it's not you going alone. It's a connection with people.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Seems to have a feel of somewhere in the neighborhood of October, something around that time.
October? No, there's nothing that comes to mind that I can even think of in October that I would even be planning.
Well, sometimes the universe has surprises for us, so let's see where you end up.
Okay.
All right, Steve. Thank you so much for calling. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going right back to the phone lines. And I've got Caroline, and she's in Delray Beach. Caroline, how are you this evening?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great, Caroline. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
Well, I'm in a noisy place. I'm sorry, I've been waiting.
That's okay.
I have a mutual friend told me about the show. And basically, I just want to know what Spirit wants me to know at this time.
Okay. There's a question regarding business at this time for you, please?
Sure.
Okay. What's the question on business? Because Spirit is making me aware of business opportunities, business shifts, and changes coming for you. You're formulating a plan, a business plan, a concept, an idea. This is what they place before me.
Potentially. I think I may know what that's in reference to.
Okay. I see something unfolding, and Spirit takes me out 4 months. They talk to me about the next 4 months. There's meetings, there's ideas, there's planning, there's something coming together that's going to open up this possibility for you.
Okay.
So is there something that you have in your mind to unfold between now and the end of the year?
Yeah, I do have something brewing, but there's also obstacles, so that's why I wanted to know what comes through.
Let's hear what Spirit is saying. You hear obstacles, you see obstacles, and I'm not saying that they're not there in the physical realm.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You call in and you ask for a message, and Spirit's talking about some business opportunity or concept that you're planning and showing it unfolding coming to the end of this year. So whatever the perceived obstacles may be, things are going to realign so that you can accomplish what you desire.
Okay.
And it's going to all unfold perfectly for you.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Yes, thank you. Is there any connection that you see from people on the other side for me, any messages?
Let me see if I can make that connection for you. See if anybody steps up here.
Okay.
They are making me aware of who's the person with the back problem, but they're not on the other side. There's someone who's having, in your circle close to you, having a lower back or a back issue. Who's that? It's not you. Who's the person with the...
No, a friend of mine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking to me about someone with the... And does this friend know some of your loved ones on the other side, please?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No?
She didn't,
okay.
No, not on the other side, no.
But I've got this awareness of someone with a back problem very close to you in your inner circle. So I'm from the spirit world. I'm being made aware of that. That's something that they really have to... Are they working diligently to fix at this time?
I don't know.
Okay. That's something that's a weak spot for them, and I just need to bring that to your attention. I don't have anyone specific stepping up for me to verify that's with you at this time, Caroline.
Okay.
But I do know that we have loved ones there. I just don't have someone who's stepped up and given me that bit of evidence that we need for me to make that connection for you.
Okay. Well, thank you for trying.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got Kathy. And Kathy, she's in Pembroke Pines. Kathy, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good. It's my first time on the show. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For this show. I was recommended to you by a very good friend.
Wonderful.
I'm going through some issues, and I want to see if you can help and tell me what is the right path.
Okay. And Kathy, the first thing that I'm made aware of is that you are emotionally, you're out of balance within your inner self. Does that make sense to you?
Kind of.
And I've got this energy here that they're making me feel as if the choices that you have before you are, I'm going to use this word, a little difficult to make. Because it involves change for you, major change, yes?
Yes.
And this makes you uncomfortable. You're not someone who does well in change, and you're also very used to directing everybody else and having everybody else follow your lead. And now the leader doesn't know which way to go next, yes?
Yes.
All right. Kathy, what is the question specifically with, you don't have to give me the details, but what is the question specific that I can assist you? Because there's a couple of different things going on with you all at once. I feel like you're getting hit all at once. There's a bit of energy that's you're overwhelmed. And so what area would you like me to focus on?
Job. And also, my daughter passed away almost 2.5 years ago. And I want to know if she's good.
See, that I feel in the core of my heart. I feel the heaviness in my heart. This is a heaviness that you carry with you always. And your daughter passed away 2.5 years ago, but she was like a teenager, yes?
Yeah, she was 19.
Okay. You know, you used to watch over her even when she didn't know that you were watching her. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it's true.
It's almost like you would say to her, I'm watching you. You may think I'm not there, but I'm watching you, because she wants you to know I'm watching you. I'm watching you. She's
watching me now?
She's watching you now. So she wants you to know that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are very brave. That I know.
Thank you.
And the job that you have now, that's not cutting it. We're ready to pull the plug, like jump ship.
Yep.
But it's redefining you. See, this is a monumental time in your life where you have to step up and take care of you and recognize who you are and move forward in an expression that brings you joy. That's not just this routine that we use to go to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a routine.
It's a routine.
It's close to home. It's a routine.
Well, it feels familiar and safe. And you had the rug pulled out from under you 2.5 years ago in a very unexpected way, yes? So that need to find some routine and comfort in the expected is understandable. But you can't put the pause button and not live. So it's to give yourself permission to live and to express yourself, knowing that your daughter will express herself alongside you, even though you physically don't see her.
Yeah.
You know, in the movie, I think it was Meet the Parents, where he put his hands on his eyes and he's like, I'm watching you. That's how she makes me feel. That she's watching you. So I want you to know that you're not far from her, even though you can't see her.
I know. I have her ashes at home, and I light her candles every night, and she has fresh flowers every week, and I feel her presence at home.
And her laughter.
Yep.
She had a very bubbly spirit, is what they tell me. Yes. So that energy is with you always. And she lived in the moment. All right.
She sure did.
She lived in the moment. So it's your time to live in the moment.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing this experience with us. I regret the loss of your daughter. And if I can be of further assistance to you, I'd love to further bridge the connection and share some more information, perhaps on a one-to-one.
With you.
Yes. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Same.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. You know, one of my Facebook friends recently just posted that they had lost their nephew in a traffic accident just a couple of days ago, and it's always very tragic to lose someone who's so close to you and not understand why that happens and how that happens, and makes us wonder what the big plan is behind all of that, and sometimes we won't know what that is. We may never understand the real reason that things have to happen. In the physical mind, we can't understand it. But what I've learned is that our loved ones are close to us. It's just that we can't physically have the same experience that we always are used to. And I want to thank Sharon. She's on Facebook. She's sending me love and success. And I want to thank you, Sharon, for being a part of the classes and all the experiences that we have at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And I'm going to go right back to the phone lines. And I'm going to go to Cooper, Texas. And I've got Harley on the line. Harley, how are you tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Harley. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm wanting to know what you can tell me about my spirit guide.
One of the things I'm made aware of, Harley, is a connection with the Indian tribes and the Indian way in energy in your spirit guide. And are you familiar with spirit animals, Harley?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because I'm seeing a couple of spirit animals around you as well. And one of them is the wolf. I have this very powerful freedom of the wolf that is around you. And that's a very strong energy. And it's meant for you to have much travel and journeys in your lifetime. And the Indian spirit guide that stands right next to this wolf is a protective spirit of yours. And this Indian spirit guide is with you through all of your journeys. Do you travel for work, or do you have an opportunity to interact with different groups of people for your job, please?
Yes, ma'am.
You do? Okay. Because I feel like you have built-in protection in whatever you're going to do, and your Indian spirit guide is with you. And I'm also made aware of this beautiful butterfly that is around you, and it's the most magnificent monarch butterfly that I've ever seen. And this energy makes me aware of a loved one on the other side that's connecting to you. female energy connected on the father's side, almost as if it's a grandmother energy. So there's this beautiful butterfly representing the connectivity with the spirit world. And Harley, you're gifted spiritually as well. You have a spiritual interest and awareness, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've been exploring this for a while, this journey of spirituality, yes?
Yes.
Have you ever read the book Animals Speak by Ted Andrews?
I have not.
Okay, that talks about all the animal spirit guides and the totems and what they represent. That might be of some interest to you. It's like you're embarking upon this very spiritual path. And they also tell me, Harley, that peace is very, very important to you.
Yes, it is.
That you want inner peace and harmony among everyone that you're around. And you don't like bickering and you don't like fight. And, well, goodness, no one likes war, but you especially don't like war. And you feel that you have to make a difference for people. Is that true, Harley?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Harley, have I answered your question?
You have. Yes. Thank you so much.
And how did you hear about the show, Harley?
Through Wanda Fitzgerald.
Well, you tell Wanda I said thank you so much for sharing the experience with us. And welcome to our family. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I'm going to go to Anthony. Anthony's in Pennsylvania. We're just popping all across the country tonight.
Hey, Sarah.
How are you?
A little bit confused and dazed.
Okay. How can I assist you today in Pennsylvania?
I've been watching a lot of, omens, and, it's funny what you were talking with her, because, I believe in a lot of that stuff and practice it. We were with the last caller. But I'm just, last time I talked to you, you said I was going to move, and I was like, how am I going to move again? And, when I just moved, and now I'm in that move, and I'm stationed somewhere, and I'm trying to get back on my feet, and, trying to,
navigate it. Yeah, the finances have you a little
where I
out
am
of sorts.
And build foundation, and it's like I have all the tools in the box, but I'm having trouble opening the toolbox.
There's a little fear there, the fear of the unknown, and I'm getting a sense, Anthony, that you feel very much alone. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, and I actually tried to start a relationship, but I wasn't ready, and I feel bad for the girl because she really liked me, but I was just I feel like I need to fortify myself more before I do anything like that.
You do, because life as you thought it would be at this age, I mean, Jiminy Crickets, you're just so old, right? But life as you thought it was going to be has not happened yet. So there's a sense of not being happy where you are as a person, your inner peace, your inner progress. And it's difficult for you to bring someone into what's really a bit of chaos at times.
It's very chaotic.
Yes, and it's chaotic in your head, man. I don't know what's going on in there, but it's like it's like a three-ring circus. And by the way, the circus closed down, but obviously they're still going in your mind. Anthony, look at this. Look at the aspects of what you want and redefine how they look now. You're trying to catch up with a vision that you made 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And you have to put yourself in a different position now. Look at it from the eyes of the wisdom of the experiences you have had. And you don't have to overthink everything.
Yeah, I do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, now in the front ring, we have Anthony. And Anthony wants to figure out how every trick is done before he participates. Sometimes, Anthony, you just have to show up and trust. You have to trust that your inner guidance is going to lead you. Now, I know when I said to you the last time you called, you're moving. You must have been like, okay, this chick does not know what she's talking about.
No, I was more like, again?
Again, oh no. What?
I just moved.
I just moved. And, when Spirit says things like that, and I know you said, but Sarah, I just moved, I'm like, ruh-roh, what are we going to do? But I understand that it's difficult sometimes when there's a lot of change going on. But sometimes when we have so many things changing around us, it's also reflective of what's going inside, the inner turmoil, the inability to settle down and feel comfortable with self. That energy has to go somewhere. And it begins to radiate out and create chaos in other areas of our life. Sometimes it's finances. Sometimes it's in location. Sometimes it's in relationships. Sometimes it's everything. Hence the circus routine. And you're feeling like everything's out of sorts. It's almost as if the planets aren't rotating the same way. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to like organize a bunch of like misshaped Legos. I'm trying to make them all fit in place, and I'm like...
Now you just dated yourself, but okay. So, Anthony, pick the most important aspect of life for you and work on that aspect first. Sometimes when the things that are closest to your heart align, and we put that in place, or we're sometimes the most important in priority because it's a necessity, then everything else falls into place. And then the passion of life resurges. It comes back like the sun that was behind the moon. It reappears even grander and greater than it was before.
That's how I feel. It's just that I'm just trying to organize. Like, I'm overdue for a schedule with you, and like I know you recommended it like months ago, and I keep pushing it off, but I'm known for that.
Well, it's a perfect time when you're ready. That's the perfect time.
Yeah.
One thing at a time, Anthony. I see that you're going to have a big change coming for you. No, you're not moving again. But I see that you're going to be more settled. And I see finances, and I see work, and I see music starting to emerge, and you kind of get your mojo back.
Yeah.
So trust that process.
I saw the bass that I want. Like, I saw it, and I'm like, I'm going to buy that.
You're going to buy that, and see yourself with it. See yourself with it, and between now and November, you're going to be playing your brand new bass. I thank you so much for calling, Anthony. We're getting ready to close the hour, but thank you for joining us and participating in our 400th live show. I know that you've been following me for a long time.
Yeah, no, well, I saw that, and I was like, I got to call her. I got to say hi.
Thank you so much, Anthony. God bless you, my dear.
God bless you, too.
Bye. Bye. Well, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors and a brief break. If you're listening in your car and you're going to your house, pop us on when you get in. WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk. And in Atlanta, 1100 AM. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach. And 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton. The Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
From time to time, this program engages in contesting for prize giveaways. A listener must call into the radio station talk line and be a specific caller or answer a trivia question as specified by the show host to be awarded the prize. The contest duration is the length of the program itself. Winners may be limited to one winner per address and or phone number every 3 months. All listeners are eligible for prizes. Prizes do not exceed a value of $325. The prizes are provided by the show, and the delivery of the prizes is the sole responsibility of the program itself and not the radio station or the Beasley Broadcast Group.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 The Talk, and in Atlanta, 1100 AM. And I hope everyone's settling into their house and wrestling their day-to-day activities, because I know we've got quite a few chores when we come in from the end of the day. So just turn us on and take a listen. You can listen on Radio In and iHeartRadio, and of course on WWNN.com, and follow us and share the experience on Facebook and Periscope. And if you haven't gone to my Facebook page, Sarah Spiritual, and clicked like and follow Sarah Spiritual, I'm going to feel really bummed. So go ahead, jump on board and join us and be a part of the family. And visit me at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And if you want to learn more about me, Sarah Spiritual, then go right ahead to the Sarah Spiritual website and learn about the different types of readings that I offer, the classes that we have, and some of the wonderful events that we have coming up. We had a spectacular event that was very recent for the solar eclipse. We had a new moon solar eclipse party at my center, and it was a wonderful ceremony. And the ceremony had this beautiful, fabulous energy where we had an opportunity to gather and set our intentions. And we had people who are dialed in, and we had people who videoed in, and of course we had people live in the center. And I was able to put together this beautiful offering to the great energy and the great spirit. And we asked that all of our intentions be brought forth to the energy of the angels in the heavens and manifested. And while I was there, some strange happenings began to happen. I know, it's Sarah Spiritual Land. And as things began to happen, we saw some shifts in the energy and we felt the difference. But I just kind of kept going and kept praying and bringing up all the energy and the intentions for peace and love and light. And then something happened. I began to feel this need to sing, this energy of song. And I was prompted to just start singing. And you know, the personality began to say, huh, what? You want me to just sing? And then I felt the push. So I opened my mouth and out came a song or a chant or something to the great energy and the great spirit. For all of our manifestations, for world peace, for love, for health, for abundance, it was all offered in song. And as a blessing that we received at the center, and those of us who participated, I'm going to share that blessing of that chant with you all now. It was such a magical moment. And that was the message from the Great Spirit that came through as a blessing to all of us that were there for our ceremony for the new moon intention, and the energy that was there for the planet, for the transition and the changes that are to come, for the peace for mankind, for the healing of our hearts. It's all there. So those of you who are listening to the show, you can go to my Sarah Spiritual Facebook page and kind of go into the show. It's saved on Facebook. You can go to my YouTube channel and continue to listen to that. Continue to take that energy and put it out into the planet. The Great Spirit, the Great Light, the Great Creator is there governing the energy so that we can make the shift necessary for harmony and peace, joy and love for all of mankind. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, 1-888-565-1470. We're giving out some prizes here today. We've got some celebration gifts that we're going to be giving out, and I'm excited to see who's going to be winning. I don't know what caller's next, but I know soon we're going to be giving out a prize. So we're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got Lori. And Lori, she's in Royal Palm Beach. Lori, how are you tonight? Hi, Lori. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lori. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
For a little bit now, I've been thinking about changing careers. And today there was a job posting within our company for a position that's in a different department to the one that I'm in. And I wondered if Spirit saw that as something that would be right for me.
Well, Spirit is talking about where you've been now. You've been for a while. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we've been looking for a change for the past 8 months. Since this year started, you've been kind of shopping around, not just in your company, but kind of wondering what's next for me at this juncture, yes?
Yes.
And they also talk about last year was a monumental year for you. It was one of those years that made you stop and say, okay, I'm this age now, and this is where I want to be in 10 more years. So you took stock in what your life has been like and where you want to go next. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. There's something that you want to check with who you would be reporting to in this new position.
Okay.
The new position seems like it's much more upbeat, has a lot more moving parts to it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, a little
bit. A lot of action going on in that job.
Yeah.
You want to check and see, multitasking is the word they give me. So you want to see who you'd be reporting to. You want to kind of see what you know about that person, because that person is very specific. They're very intense. And so the change of the job is good. We just need to verify that the personality will match for you.
Okay.
Because you don't like to be micromanaged, yes?
No, I don't.
I know nobody does, but some people can tolerate it a little better than others, and you're most certainly not that person.
Do you see that personality as someone that would micromanage?
I see them as very direct. I see them as very direct and at times a little sharp.
Okay.
So you want to see how that unfolds for you.
Okay.
They're very, very specific, and they want to know what you bring to the table. But they also want to know that you're teachable, trainable, and you follow their instructions.
Okay.
All right? There's an independent nature that they want the employee to have, but they also want to know that if they tell you to do something, it's going to get done.
Okay.
All right? And it seems to have a flow that two departments seem to flow into this position. Does that make sense to you? Is there two aspects of work that flow into this one position?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's what they're showing me. Two streams of work coming in and all ending up on your desk of your new job. So I see it as a good move. So let's visualize it, but we want to kind of get a sense without other people's preconceived notion of someone, because not everybody likes the boss, right? But I want you to just get a sense of who the personality is, so that you are prepared not only for working with them, but the experience of the interview. Because ultimately they make the choice, yes?
Okay, but you do see it as something that would be good if it worked out?
Yes,
that it would be...
Put your hat in the ring.
Okay.
Put your hat in the ring and let's see where it takes you. And it will also open up new avenues because other people in the company will see that you're interested in making a change. And they'll recognize that. And sometimes if you put your hat in the ring, then another position opens up.
Okay.
So it'll work out perfectly. And they are looking to hire and arrange all of this before the end of September. This is the sense that I get.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead, submit, see where it takes you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Lori, keep us posted. All right. God bless you.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got Tanya. And Tanya, she's in Cooper, Texas.
Yes.
How are you tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderfully as well. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Okay. I'm wondering if I have a new spirit guide that's going to be entering in.
You've been working with your spirit guides for quite a while, yes? And you've been on your spiritual journey. They're giving me like the number 14. Has it been a 14-year evolution of awakening to spirit in a different way than the learning that was given to you as a child?
Yes.
Okay. They also make me aware that there's a lovely female energy that has been nurturing you and working with you for about that 14-year period. And that female energy seems to have this vibe of someone who is the teacher, the instructor, the caretaker, someone who's just very nurturing, but also very influential in the intellectual matters. And sometimes you have ideas pop in your head and you go, oh God, where did that come from? Did I remember that from school? You're aware of that, yes?
Yes.
She brings that information into you and reminds you of what you know, and sometimes throws a tidbit that you're like, I'm darned if I know I know that. Well, now I'm feeling a male presence stepping in. There's a stronger push of energy. Like it's time to make a change in how we're handling life and business and work. And it's almost like this push in the family, but for the whole family, not just limited to you. And the spirit guide has this a little more authoritative energy, and he's like moving you along to what's next in life. Does that make sense to you? You're ready to make some changes, yes? Or within the family, we're ready to make some changes, yes?
Yes.
And it's important, and he wants you to forge ahead, but with this courage and power, and know that he's kind of nudging you along. And financially, there's a shift that's going to come for you as well at the end of the year. Again, related to family. They seem to make me feel as if work or shift begins to happen for the family. All right?
Okay.
And there is a trip. I do feel like a reunion of family. I do feel like you're going to see family from a different location coming to see you, or you're going to see them. But I see everyone coming together at a central point.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. This is coming soon, yes?
Oh,
by the end of the year. This is soon to Spirit is about 3-4 months. This is how it feels to me. It doesn't seem to take me into 2018. So I'm bringing everyone together. I'm getting a sense of family. You're very in tune with your spirit guides and your intuition. A male energy steps forward. He's going to be assisting you in some of the changes that are necessary for what's coming up for family. All right?
Okay.
All right. I hope I've been of assistance to you with this question.
You have. Am I supposed to be building a small building for meditation and Reiki?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I am. Okay.
What do you think he's pushing you for?
Uh-huh.
Could we, hurry it along?
Yes.
Don't we need strength and courage and a nice, strong pair of muscles to put that all into play? I got a male spirit guide going. Come on now, let's go.
Yes. Okay.
So it's time. It's time. And then I do hope you invite Sarah Spiritual to come teach.
Yeah. Well, I'm I'm actually going to come see you.
You are?
At the beginning of the year. So
I'm excited. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But hopefully the building will be up right after that, and we'll just get cracking.
Yeah.
And I can do another one of my famous chants. Apparently, that's my new thing.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you.
And can you tell me why I keep having headaches?
A lot of power, a lot of shift and change. The energy is recalibrating around you. A little bit of sinus pressure as well. I don't know what the dust is like in good old Texas, but seems a little dusty there. But I'm feeling the pressure of the spirit pushing against you, and it's just uncomfortability.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
You're so good. You're so good.
So, okay. And am I supposed to go to Scotland?
I don't see that trip. I see we hanging out with family first, so let's see what happens. I don't see that before you come to see me, so why don't we navigate that when I see you? Exactly. I know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, my dear. And how did you hear?
Thank you so much, Sarah.
How did you hear about the show?
From my cousin, Wanda Fitzgerald.
Oh, well, you know what? I think Wanda's going to have to get a special prize all of her own. She's just referring so many people. Thank you so much for being a part of our family.
She's the one that's going to bring me to you.
Wonderful. It's a family affair. I think there's a song like that. Thank you so much, my dear. God bless you.
Much.
Yes.
You too. Be blessed.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And we've got Stephanie, and she's in Coral Springs.
Hi, Sarah.
How are you, Stephanie?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm great. So how can Spirit and I assist you?
Sarah, I just wanted to see what Spirit had for me today, but I also wanted to ask you if you can give me any insight on my mom's situation, if you see any change coming for her.
Well, first, Spirit wants you to understand that you're doing everything you can to facilitate and help her navigate this experience, all right? And I also made aware of your new joy and your new aspects of life, and that we're feeling uncomfortable in trying to build our life and yet have family difficulties happening all around us, yes? Because there's more than one thing going on with family, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm also aware of health issues in the family as well, yes?
And my grandma?
Yes, there's female health issues. I have, has grandmother had upper respiratory, breathing problems, a bout of pneumonia? There's something going on in the lungs there at this time. So we want to take a look into that, all right, my dear? Because I've got that heaviness in the chest. So we want to keep an eye on that, all right?
She's having burning when she pees, but I don't know if she's had lungs yet.
I've got some issues in the breath and the breathing, so we want to keep an eye on that, all right? Perhaps there's some infection within the body, so let's take a look at that.
Okay.
Your mother, things will unfold better for Mom in 6 weeks. It's a rough 6 weeks ahead of her. All right?
Okay.
All right? So she's got a little battle to fight right now.
And is she going to make the changes?
She will. She will.
Okay.
She's going to make a change. But the energy is not conducive for it to happen immediately. It's going to lag.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Stephanie. I trust I've been of assistance to you.
Yes, you have, Sarah. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right to the phone lines. And we've got Kevin. And Kevin's in Fort Lauderdale. Kevin, how are you tonight?
I'm great. Can you hear me okay?
We hear you perfectly, Kevin, and how are you?
Wonderful. Oh, congratulations on your 400th show and the new time spot.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Listen, I just wanted to reach out and call in and touch base with you and just say just how much of a blessing you are to the community here and I'm sure to so many in different states and I'm just so proud of the work that you do. And I didn't want to call in about me, but I just wanted to make sure you got your ray of sunshine today because you bless so many people with the work that you do. So thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. And tell us all what's coming up at the Metaphysical Church of South Florida while I've got you on the line.
Oh, absolutely. So at the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida, we have coming up in September, we have Dawn Masler, who's the love biologist, and she'll be doing a presentation, a workshop on the biology of love, which is really quite fascinating. And then also we are bringing in a Lakota medicine man to demonstrate and teach and allow us to have the experience of a sacred healing ceremony, the pipe ceremony, where we utilize tobacco and prayers and healing work. And then we'll also be doing a Lawampi ceremony, which is a very sacred and very highly respected healing ceremony for people to come and be a part of. So those are just some of the amazing things that are coming up in September. And many, many more. Joseph Labruto, man of God, will be at our church soon. A lama from Bhutan is coming in very shortly, within the next few weeks to our center in mid-September. So quite a busy schedule. A lot of people flying in from around the country, around the world. So people can check us out on www.metaphysicalchapel.com and come check us out. We've got wonderful church services, children's programs, psychic and mediumship development programs, just wonderful things for the community. I would love for them to be a part of.
Yes, me too. And I know that I'll be there September 24th, and we're going to be teaching spiritual clearing and psychic protection with Archangel Michael. So we're going to be spending a wonderful afternoon there, and then you and I have something very special that we're doing jointly in the beginning of November. So that's going to be a very exciting time for us. Yes.
Absolutely. Looking forward to November with you as well. But we'll see you very soon in September, the end of September, and I can't wait.
Yes, I can't wait, and I'm looking forward to singing and doing meditation for your church service. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you. God bless you.
Love you, my dear. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We're getting ready to give away some prizes here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. But for right now, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know I'll be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had a feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
From time to time, this program engages in contesting for prize giveaways. A listener must call into the radio station talk line and be a specific caller or answer a trivia question as specified by the show host to be awarded the prize. The contest duration is the length of the program itself. Winners may be limited to one winner per address and or phone number every 3 months. All listeners are eligible for prizes. Prizes do not exceed a value of $325. The prizes are provided by the show, and the delivery of the prizes is the sole responsibility of the program itself and not the radio station or the Beasley Broadcast Group.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And we've got to go right back to the phone lines. I think it's time to have some winners popping up. And let's go to Shirley. And Shirley, you're in West Palm Beach.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great, Shirley. But before we go anywhere, Shirley, you have won. You won the Sarah Spiritual Sage Collection, and that includes the Sarah Spiritual Sage Spray, the Sarah Spiritual Sage Oil, and the Sarah Spiritual Bath to clear all the energy. So you just won our Sarah Spiritual Sage Collection. So thank you so much for calling in and celebrating our 400th show. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Congratulations.
Thank you. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I just wanted to get a vibe of what the spirits are trying to tell me, because I'm feeling like they're telling me, or pulling me in all different directions.
But I'm also feeling that you're not trusting some of the people in your inner circle, yes? Like you're not getting the truth from everybody? Does that make sense to you? Yes. Trust is an issue for you right now. 2 people in the circle are questionable. Mm-hmm. And I'm feeling that you have to keep some of your inner secrets very, very close, right? play it very close to the vest. And I feel like you're feeling like you want to move. I'm feeling like you want to change jobs. I'm feeling like the money is not good enough, like you're feeling stuck. It's like you're getting hit from all different areas, yes?
Yes.
And is there a thought and idea that we might want to move, but we may want to leave the area sometimes because it's just not cutting it for you, the quality of life?
I'm trying to see if I could, like, try to purchase a home. And then it's like I'm getting pulled all sorts of different ways.
I do see you moving. I do see you changing quality of life.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you haven't found everything yet. All right? Okay. But I feel that the money, I feel that the opportunity, I feel as if the house, it's all coming. And it's something that is to come in this 2017 time. I know we're trying to get everything in order. And don't you have a house in mind? You've got one, don't you?
Yes, I have one.
You got a pretty little house there, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few bedrooms. Is everybody coming? You actually have a room for me there. There's so many rooms.
Yeah, it's a pretty little one.
It's pretty, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Well, shoot, I was thinking of moving anyhow, so I don't know.
You're welcome, Sarah. You're more than welcome.
Could you imagine I could be this traveling spiritual advisor? I just don't have to live anywhere. They'll call me a gypsy. But surely I do see it coming. And I know that there's some other things you have to put in order.
Yes.
So put those things in order, and then the house is going to come. Focus.
Is it going to happen this year? Do you feel like it's going to happen?
It's coming. It is coming, and it feels as if it can happen this year. You've got to get everything in order. And financing. You want to find someone who's going to finance you your way.
Yes.
Okay? This is what they tell me. So, because I'm hearing Frank Sinatra singing I Did It My Way. So, you're going to have a way to finance what you want. And I see a lot of happiness coming. So, trust it. I know that you've been waiting for this. They want me to say your whole life, but especially the past 2 years. This has been a plan, a goal for the past 2 years, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Trust the expression of that experience. All right, Shirley?
Okay, Sarah.
All right. So
Wow,
I want to thank you so much for calling in and following the show. And since you live in West Palm Beach, do you want to come by and pick up your wonderful...
Yes, I will love to.
All right, great. Great. Well, we will be there this weekend, and we're going to be doing Facebook Live as well. So I'd love to have you pop in Saturday for our Facebook Live. That'll be at noon at the center, and I can give you your wonderful sage spray, oil, and bath.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome, Shirley. God bless you, and thank you for following the show. Bye.
You too, Sarah. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Bye.
You are.
1-888-565-1470, and we're going to go to Chelsea, and she's in Boca. Chelsea, how are you tonight?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
Well, I moved home about 8 months ago, 7-8 months ago, and I'm ready to
fly
move out on my own.
Yes,
closer
you
to my
are.
job.
Yes.
And so far, I am having the hardest time finding an apartment. It's like doing the cha-cha, 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Right, right. It is going to come to pass. Perhaps not in the exact area that you're looking. I feel as if where you are, it's very difficult or competitive to get an apartment. Does that make sense where you're looking?
It's very expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's very competitive. If something comes available, it's hard for you to grab a hold of it. So Spirit is saying expand the radius. I know we want to be closer, but expand the radius so that you can go in from a different price point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also hearing that even though you want to have your own, it may be possible. Did you meet anyone where you work now that you might feel comfortable sharing space with?
I haven't met anyone that is looking for a roommate.
Okay. Well, the way Spirit is presenting it is you get a place and then perhaps you share it with someone that you choose not that you're stepping in. Spirit is very clear that you're to have your own space, but there may be an opportunity to lessen the cost. But if it's meant to be, you will have the right person appear. That I trust. So I know that this is the time for you to make a move, and I feel that things are going to open up for you coming into the end of September. I feel we've got a little bit more time of this very long, busy commute. It's a busy commute for you, yes?
It's a long commute.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a long commute, and it requires a lot of energy and a lot of patience driving. But I do feel at the end of September that the energy opens up for you to find a place, and I see you fully in place coming into November 1st, possibly October 1st. Right now, Mercury being in retrograde, it's going to be a bit of a challenge for you to find something. To get something that we can trust is going to fall into place with ease and grace. So taking it into September, the mid-September, end of September, this is where things align for you to find some place that you can afford. Okay, Chelsea?
Yeah.
All right. And also Spirit tells me that everything is working out at this new job and this new opportunity, and that you've been blossoming tremendously, yes? And it's a true expression of yourself and your personality, yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. I sincerely hope that I've been of service to you.
Yes. Do you suggest I look like north, south, east, or west of my job?
Okay. I was hearing north and I was hearing west.
Northwest?
Yes.
All right.
All right. I don't know what town that puts you in, but I feel that you can find something in the northern direction or the western direction. South seems even more congested, more challenging, more expensive. And east, I'm not getting, I think east will be the water almost. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to live with the dolphins? No, I don't think so. So let's go north and let's go west. All right, my dear?
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number to get you in. And we're going to go to Pompano, and I've got Jim on the line. Jim, how are you tonight?
Hello?
Hello? Jim, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. What about yourself?
I'm doing spectacularly. It's my 400th show, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing good. I love your show so much. This is my first time I hear your show, but I really love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But I do have a question. Do you see by talking? Do you see anything for me by talking like that? Because I don't know exactly what the show is about.
Well, spiritual messages from Spirit, the angels, and your guides. All right, Jim. So let me see. Well, the first thing they talk to me about is money, business success, and money. And Spirit tells me that you feel that you are meant to be famous almost, or successful. You feel like you were meant to be rich, almost like you feel like you've got a spirit guide that was a king or something. Does that make sense? Did you?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yes, and I also have that your spirit guides, your angels, they talk to you in the dream state. You're very good at getting dreams in the messages state. Do you recall your dreams, Jim?
Sometime.
Okay. Your spirit guides work with you in the dream state. This is something that carries through on the mother's side of the family, your mother, your grandmother. They get visions in the dreams. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, a little bit, but
okay.
It's like both sides of my family.
Well, Spirit's making me aware of the mother's side is what's carried over to you, and that's the energy that I have that is assisting you. It's in that lineage of that family. So Spirit is talking to me about career opportunity and career change. You're looking to make a career change now at this time, yes? We need to change what we're doing so we can bring in more revenue and achieve more financial success is what they tell me, yes?
Okay.
All right. That's something that's coming for you. And they take me into the months of November and December to begin this change for you. So when you come into 2018, I see increase in finances, increase in career opportunity, expansion in business and opportunities for growth. When I look at the energy with you, Jim, in the sense of family, Spirit tells me you're very committed to family, and not all your family lives here. Is that correct? We have family abroad in another country, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And so there are times where you miss family in the other country, and we feel almost torn. not having everybody in our own backyard. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, completely.
Okay.
Completely makes sense.
And they also talked to me about, what's your love question for me, Jim?
What you mean by that?
What's your question about love?
That's very complicated.
I know it's complicated. I know. So you're really going to have to focus here, Jim. Focus and make up your mind.
I know that.
All right, because it's this energy that it's time for you to choose what you want in partnership, choose what you want in relationship, and that's going to also, by having the right person by your side, is going to help you move forward in life and business and career. We need that, balance in our life.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening to the show. And how did you hear the show, Jim? Were you in the car?
I just opened the radio right now, and I heard like some information you give to people. I say, wow, that's amazing. I say I have to call and talk to you.
Well, thank you, Jim. Thank you so much.
But
and
I had to stay in contact with you, or I had to be able to. You in West Palm Beach? That's what you said.
Yes. You can go to sarahspiritual.com, and that's my website. And you'll see I have a center in West Palm, and I have spiritual products that I blend, and I have candles and incense and spiritual books, and I teach classes. And we are there Tuesday through Saturday. So check out the website. And if you're around on Saturday, we're going to be doing Facebook Live from the center. Love to have you pop on there.
Okay, that's wonderful.
All right, Jim, thank you so much for visiting us here. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
1-800-818-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got a bunch of 8s. And did anyone see the Cash 3 today was 222. So I thought that was kind of cool. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I'm going to go to New York, New York. And I've got Lisa on the line. Lisa, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing great. And Lisa, I have a surprise for you. You are a winner. You just won my Archangel Michael spray. So when I get... Thank you so much. There we go.
That's so cool.
So you just won, Lisa, and I'm so excited. So...
awesome.
Woohoo! So Lisa, you are going to receive an Archangel Michael spray. He is the Archangel of protection and justice and balancing the energy. Good job there, guys. Thank you for my music. And Lisa, how can I assist you today?
Hi, I wanted to know, where will I be in the next 5 years? I mean, I'm trying to go back to school and everything like that.
But school may take you out of New York, even though it's a heck of a place, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we want to go back to school because we need to further the education, like a master's, yes?
Well, close bachelor's, but yeah.
Okay, but what you're studying, you do require a master's, yes? To really get where you want to go? Yes. Because I see you in a master's program. So if we've got to go back to school to complete the bachelor's, that will be accomplished. But I'm really feeling January to June is the time to get ready for that. Something makes me feel as if everything's not in order, not in place for you to go back in January. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So they pushed me to June, almost like coming into the late spring. And in June, we are being notified where we're going to go in September of 2018. Oh, geez, I can't believe I have to talk about September 2018. But that's when I feel like you're back on track. And I feel like things got really complicated for you when you were in school, almost as if there were things going on in life and family, and it really wasn't easy for you to really put all your eggs in the basket of studying and progressing in your chosen aspect of study and career. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. These things will begin to make an easier way for you. Things are going to step aside, and then I see the change coming for you so that you can step into school. All right? And are you looking outside of the New York City area, possibly out of the state?
I want to so bad. I just enrolled in New York, but I really want to relocate.
Okay. I see that. I see that change coming for you. All right?
Oh,
all right. Just stay focused on what you want to create. Possible that you might even come to Florida. You never know.
Yay!
Is that on your wish list?
Yes.
Okay. You see, I feel that energy. And whatever you're studying now, it's only part-time or just something? Yes? I don't feel like a full course load right now.
No, it's a different major.
Okay.
Something that I'm interested in right now. I'm interested in early childhood.
Okay.
So I'm trying to go for that. It's a totally different major from what I have.
All right. And I feel like next year everything gets on track. So wherever you really want to be next September puts you in a better place to go there.
Thank you.
All right, my dear. And Lisa, how did you hear about the show?
From Freddie Santori on AMP TV.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Well, that's so exciting. Thank you. Yeah. And Lisa, stay on the line because we're going to, don't hang up. We're going to get your information so we can mail you the magnificent Archangel Michael spray. And for the people on Facebook, I've got the spray right here. So we're going to let's spray some people. There we go. We're spraying everybody in the room. There we go. So thank you so much, Lisa. God bless you. All right. Stay on the line. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go back to the phone lines. And I've got Jessica, and she's in Hollywood. Jessica, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're celebrating over here. We're having a great time.
Yeah, I just heard. Celebrating with Archangel Michael.
Yes, and our 400th show, my dear. So.
Oh, congratulations. I didn't even realize. That's awesome.
Yeah, 400 live shows of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. So, Jessica, how can we assist you tonight?
Oh, I just want to kind of do a little follow-up from I spoke with you a couple weeks ago about a love that I felt that was in my life. And I know you said 2 months to check it out, but I'm curious. Because some things are coming up, and I'm not sure if maybe I'm ready. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's me. I'm not sure. Wanted to ask Spirit.
So take a breath and slow the mind down. You're looking for red flags. You know that. Don't look for red flags. Just be. Just be in the moment of the experience. He's in your life for a reason. And the connection is too soon for you to really understand what the placement is.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's a valuable connection. And he brings forth a different perspective. He looks at things differently than you do. Yes?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about, yeah.
All right. So he comes from a different angle. So it's a little versatility that's coming into your life now. And it's time for you to just get out and experience new things, Jessica. And what Spirit is making me aware of is that primary relationship of partnership, the person that is for you, meant for you. This person is in the energy field. Be it him or better, it's in your energetic field. So trust that experience.
Okay, thank you.
All right? Trust the experience and let it unfold. There's been so much happening around you energetically and so many changes you want to make that you're not settled within self. And it's difficult for you to read all the signals. Hence, I know that's why you're calling Sarah spiritual. So Sarah spiritual and Spirit are saying, could you just chill, chick? Just chill a little bit and let it unfold. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go back to the phone lines. And I'm going to go to Makilda, and she's in Pompano. Makilda, how are you tonight?
I'm doing fine. And yourself?
I'm doing spectacularly. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Yes, I had 3 questions that I wanted to ask Spirit, and I also want to see if Spirit has any other messages for me in regard to my life.
Okay, great. Well, we only have just about a minute and a half before I go to break, so let me have your one burning question so I can answer that one, please.
I want to know is when am I expected to move from where I'm at, and also when am I looking to start school? Because I know Spirit's been telling me that I need to go back to further my studies. I want to know, when am I looking to start school, and what career path does Spirit see me going on?
Well, let's look at move. The Spirit is telling me that you're being pushed to move because you don't feel comfortable where you are. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. October, November opens up that window of possibility. This is where I see a shift of energy. I feel you fully in place. I feel you fully in place in the January 2018. There's a lease or something? What does that paper say, please?
I don't have a lease right now. I actually lost my place. I have a lease.
Okay, so I've got this energy. Is there something we need to settle with the old lease, though?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I may have to find from them to see what's going on.
Yes, go see what's left on the old lease, even though we might be in between places. So September, October brings you into new place. January gives you an opportunity to you have to take some prerequisite courses first. You have a lot of studying to do ahead of time before we officially pick career. Is that correct?
I'm not sure because I already have my bachelor's in a major, so I'm not sure.
But the major is not translating to where you may go next. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got some prerequisite courses, Spirit tells me, you have to take. All right. So the new major is going to be a good major for you.
Do you see what area that major may be in?
What is it that you have connected with healthcare?
I've always liked to be in like healthcare administration.
Okay.
Kind of like link my career with healthcare as well. Maybe
Right.
like forensic.
So I feel there's some connection with healthcare.
Okay.
So look into that. If there's an administrative role that you're looking to do, then go that direction, my dear.
Perfect.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in and your question. Thank you for following the show. I greatly appreciate it. God bless you. Bye. Well, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors and take a break. And if you're in Atlanta listening to us at 1100 a.m., I would love if you pop on over to WWNN 1470 a.m. and 95.3 The Talk and join us for the next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah as we wind down our 400th celebration, celebrating all of the questions and the answers that Spirit has been giving us since 2009 for all of our listeners across the United States and actually outside of the country. We have people following us on Facebook and people calling in even from outside the country. I just love when Ireland and Canada connect with us. So thank you so much for sharing time and space with us. We're going to take a minute and then, we're going to be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Talk here, talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Talk health. Talk wealth. Talk politics. Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
From time to time, this program engages in contesting for prize giveaways. A listener must call into the radio station talk line and be a specific caller or answer a trivia question as specified by the show host to be awarded the prize. The contest duration is the length of the program itself. Winners may be limited to one winner per address and or phone number every 3 months. All listeners are eligible for prizes. Prizes do not exceed a value of $325. The prizes are provided by the show, and the delivery of the prizes is the sole responsibility of the program itself and not the radio station or the Beasley Broadcast Group.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And I hope you popped on over from Atlanta. I'm just so glad to have Atlanta listening to us and spending the first few hours with us here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's our 400th live show, and I'm loving giving prizes away so much that I think we need to make this be a regular thing. I mean, we've been spoiled. Let's continue spoiling all of you and answering your questions and just giving things away. And you heard me talking earlier that we do Facebook Live from the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And this Saturday at noon, we are going to do a live Facebook. And it's going to happen at the center. I'd love if you come and watch the Facebook Live. I would absolutely love if you participate on Facebook Live and share the experience, because then the experience is all about my Facebook people. Because I know that Facebook has lots of questions that they pop on up, and we've got a lot of congratulations tonight, and we'll have them pop up a question or two in just a little bit for all of my Facebook people and start answering some of those questions. But I'm going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got Devon, and he's in New York. I hope I said that right.
Yeah, you said it right.
Oh, great. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Just a little curious.
Little curious, huh? Well, curiosity killed the cat, my friend. So what's your question?
Where should I start? Well, I'm an artist / illustrator, and basically I want to integrate that into the music industry. And I went to school. I went to a few schools in the past, and they didn't work out. So basically what I wanted to know is, where do I go from here? Because I feel like I'm at a standstill in life.
Well, you have two very spectacular creative streams of spirit working through you. We've got artistry and we've got music. And the artistry, I see a lot of use of color with you. And I see that the music that you're drawn to is very colorful and has a lot of rhythm to it. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And I also, I almost want to put you in a studio, almost as if there's a studio for you that you're to have for yourself. Is that one of your dreams or visions?
Yes, it definitely is.
Okay. And then I also have that this spectacular artistry, this illustration, there's illustration that is to go with the music. And it's almost as if I go back to music video, you have artistry that matches the music. That's an expression of the music. You understand me?
Yeah.
And there's a way for both to come together. And I believe that part of the hang-up, the hiccup in this development of self and your creativity has been trying to find one-stop shopping in one school. They just don't do it that way. And they're also very regimented and strict in how they want you to work, and you don't quite follow all the rules, not in music or in illustration. I make sense to you, yes?
Yeah.
You kind of remind me of when I was studying opera in college, and I wanted to be in the back writing rock and roll songs. They wanted to choke me. But I needed some of the elements, the discipline that the school had to offer. So for you, it's for you to find programs, multiple programs, and combine them so that you take away what you need, the aspects that you need, so that you can combine both aspects of music and art. And I see that next year, in the January to May time, I see that there's an opportunity for you to collaborate with someone. Did you talk about working and putting something together for someone's book? Was there something that someone was going to put together and you thought, I could do the work for that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I see that can definitely happen. Okay? I see collaboration coming for you. This is an important part, and you need to be recognized for what you do. And this is a chance for you to get recognized. And the music, well, the music's always in your head. Does that make sense to you? I see the music always in your head. Like you've got a song playing all the time. True?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. And all the music that you hear on the show, that's all music that I heard playing in my head. That's how all that music came about. You're being talked to by the angels.
Right.
You must have the rhythm section, but you're being talked to by the angels. So it's to be patient and to trust that it's all going to come together. All right?
Okay.
Be patient. There's no biz like showbiz, but you're taking both arenas and merging them together. Follow the rhythm. Follow the rhythm of life. Ask the universe to put you in the beat of the universe and the harmony so that you follow the next step perfectly. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. How did you hear about the show?
From a friend, actually.
Great.
Her uncle works there.
Well, wonderful. Wonderful. Well, welcome to our show and welcome to the experience of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and hope you stay tuned in and call in for more messages.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye.
Bless.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you in, and we're going to go to our next caller, and we've got Rachel on the line. Rachel, how are you tonight?
Hi, Rachel. I'm doing well.
Good. How can Spirit and I assist you?
I have questions for you.
Well, give me a question. Let's start there, please.
All right. Right. I don't know. All of a sudden, I lost my job 2 weeks ago. I absolutely have no money.
Time out. Wait. Breathe. Breathe. Shh. Hold. Wait. Alda, let me tell you. You were unhappy in the job for the past 8 months.
You got it.
And you were so unhappy that I'm sorry to tell you, but you actually energetically made this happen.
Oh, wow.
You were mumbling and grumbling under your breath so much, I think the universe got a little tired of listening to you. They're like, oh my God, if she talks through her teeth one more time, we're going to have to bump her off the planet. So rather than do that, sweetheart, the energy said, oh, pull her out, unhappy human on the planet, pull her out. And now, well, you created your own catalyst for change. And there is a change coming for you. And I heard you about to say, do not say that. Because we're going to also further create, I have no, whatever you're going to say. I didn't really hear it, so I don't want the universe to hear it. But I see the flow of money coming to you. I see abundance coming to you. I see you moving up, up, up. You are looking at the circumstances, the conditions, and seeing them as a problem. I don't see a problem. I see you with an opportunity to break the cycle of what you've been doing. And to create a new change for you. You've had ideas that you say, well, I can't do it because of this, I can't do it because of this, I don't have the time. Well, guess what? Now you got plenty of time. Oh, I know, wait, I can hear the next excuse. But I don't have money to do what I think I should do. The money will come. You are your own worst enemy right now. All right?
Oh, my goodness.
So if money were no issue, if there was unlimited resources, which there are infinite resources, it's just your belief is not there. If I said, okay, as the fairy godmother of South Florida, or actually across the planet, and if I said to you, bibbidi bobbidi boob, you could be and do anything, there are no limitations, what would you want to be?
I would want to have the job that I'm going to school for as an administrator.
Okay.
It's a healthcare administrator, and I really love it. I'm looking for opportunities right now, applying for lots of jobs, and
okay, September 20th. September 20th. Don't ask me what they mean about September 20th. I want you to write that date down. September 20th has some specific meaning to this transition that you're in.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Oh, I'm having goosebumps. Wow.
Okay.
September 20th.
Trust the energy shift that's coming for you. And next time, don't complain so much.
I was very unhappy at that.
I know
job,
you
though,
were. I know. So let's reposition.
So relieved, though.
I know you do, but you're also worried as all get out. So what are we going to be, relieved or worried? You know, a bird flies around. He doesn't sit there and go, hey, gee, I wonder if there's any worms for me. He's like, oh, I'm going to find a worm. He doesn't worry. So I say to you this, Rachel, and I say to everyone listening, and it's so important. When we're not happy, when we're dissatisfied with life, and we want something more, and we want to make a change, bless the experience. I bless the experience. I bless this experience for showing me that I've outgrown it and that I am ready for new opportunities. I'm ready for a new business opportunity, a new career, a new job, a new relationship. Whatever the storyline is, I'm ready and open to receive it. And for me, I am open. And when you say that, if you say I'm open, universe, and if you bless the experience for all that it's offered you and not focus on the minute details that create uncomfortability, that make you anxious, that make you angry, that make you frustrated, and make you feel like you have no control in your life. Because you're giving your control away. You're giving your control away to the experience. You're giving your control away to the people who disrupt you. You're giving the power away. The power is within. If you say, I choose to change, and I change at a time that is for my highest good with ease and grace, you are just going, I can't take it here anymore. And that's how we created the rift in the energy. Okay?
Oh, wow.
So when I tell people we are energetic beings and what we speak, we create with our thoughts, our body language, everything, I'm not kidding. So open up to the possibilities. Be aware of everything you say in the manifestation. If you go for a job, say, this is the job that feels right for me. Universe, give me evidence that this is the job. And if not, put me at ease knowing that there's something right around the corner. And they will instill this inner peace. Sometimes we just don't know how to get out of where we are. So they just push us out, or something horrific happens, like we get fired, or something happens to our physical being, we get sick because we're not doing what we need to do to make the shift. So the universe says, pull her out, get her out, let's go, got a crisis at the workforce, let's go. And they get the hook, just like on stage, they yanked you out. And I say that to you and everyone, because we all do it. We all walk around and complain. We all walk around and say, oh my God, this I don't like, this I don't like. We're so critical of ourselves and other people. That's how we've been conditioned. And so we reprogram ourselves. And as we reprogram ourselves, in the remembering and the knowing, Rachel, what we become so aware of is that everything has a divine spark. And there's no need to criticize the parts that aren't working. It's to just realize that that's not a frequency match. It's not a vibrational match. And then make a change. Or ask for an opportunity to open. And it will open. It's the journey of life. And we are the director. We're like at the front of the ship going, turn here. But you were so busy looking down, you were like, man overboard, you were in the water. And I have to make it sound fun because I know that you're worried, and I understand that, and I can feel the disconnect and the angst and the anxiety and the concern and, oh my God, what am I going to do? And your question speaks to so many of the listeners, because whether it's something they actively created or something that just occurred around them, so many of us are in a difficult spot right now. So it's so important for us to just keep that laser-like focus and create exactly what we want, and not feed into the frenzy. I sincerely hope that I've been of assistance to you today, Rachel.
Oh, thank you. That was just something I needed to hear, and thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'll keep you posted, and I'll let you know
what
happens
much.
From September 20th. God bless you.
There's something around that time that's a shift for you, honey. All right, God bless you. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go to Jacqueline. And Jacqueline, she's in West Palm Beach. Jacqueline, how are you tonight?
I'm a good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm great. We're celebrating 400 live shows, so I'm so excited. So how can we assist you?
Congratulations.
Thank you. How can we assist you tonight?
I just want to know what the Spirit has for me positive coming up in the next few months.
Yes, you're in the process of manifesting. Yes, my dear.
Am I? That's a good thing.
You know, it's interesting because what I also see for you, is there a thought or an idea that you want to make a job change, Jacqueline, or is that a consideration right now?
Not really.
Okay. And it doesn't mean you're getting forced out. I didn't say they're getting the hook. Do not panic. But is there an opportunity to make more money where you are, or reposition yourself, rebrand yourself there?
Not at the moment.
Are they making changes there? I asked the question because...
There is changes going on.
Okay.
Not to move up necessarily, but just a lot of changes going on.
Well, perhaps that might bring more money, more opportunity to do more activity, perhaps a lateral move that gives you some more money. There's a lot of busyness around you.
Yes.
And make note of what's going on there, because, you know, some of my best jobs, they invented for me. I showed up and suddenly they invented a position. They didn't know where to put me, so they just figured just throw her here. So maybe if you envision yourself in a new position, some area that you know they need assistance, that can help you.
Okay.
All right? And see that bringing in more revenue.
Okay.
See it bringing in more revenue. And Spirit also tells me that you've been very aware of loved ones on the other side, or talking to ones on the other side. Yes?
Maybe when I'm...
Your mother or grandmother energy? I've got a female...
I think of people every now and then.
Okay, there's a female energy. She makes me aware that her passing or birthday is right around this time of year, coming into the fall.
Okay.
All right, if it's not ringing...
my grandmother.
Might be your grandmother, because I have grandmother, grandmother energy. It's in that lineage. This is how I see that energy. She's been offering her support, and I don't know if you recently were talking about her with someone or she crossed your mind, but I'm seeing her presence around you.
Okay.
And I also have the presence of Archangel Michael to work out an injustice that's around you. And that seems to be personal to you. You understand me?
Yes.
Okay. So keep chatting him up. He's often very good at fixing things.
Okay.
All right, and getting things to move along. You need some things moved along, my dear.
Yes.
You do. All right, Jacqueline, I trust I've been of assistance to you today.
Yes, you have. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Once again.
Thank you, and thank you for following the show. God bless you.
Always.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number to get you in to join this wonderful celebration and to have your question answered. But for right now, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen?
Most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
From time to time, this program engages in contesting for prize giveaways. A listener must call into the radio station talk line and be a specific caller or answer a trivia question as specified by the show host to be awarded the prize. The contest duration is the length of the program itself. Winners may be limited to one winner per address and or phone number every 3 months. All listeners are eligible for prizes. Prizes do not exceed a value of $325. The prizes are provided by the show, and the delivery of the prizes is the sole responsibility of the program itself and not the radio station or the Beasley Broadcast Group.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And we're spiritually speaking with all of you here, and we're having such a great time. And I've got to go to Chicago. I've got Kevin on the line. Kevin, how are you tonight?
I'm doing real well. How about you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, and thank you so much for calling on our 400th live show. How can Spirit and I assist you?
Yes. I wanted to come to you tonight because I just have a couple of things I feel like that's in transition, and just a couple questions. First one is in regard just to my career advancement or opportunity, and I've just had a opportunity with a not-for-profit I've had my eye on, and I want to see what Spirit says about that. And then I had another question.
And that's a work opportunity, right? We've got a work opportunity that's being presented, yes?
Yes.
And this is also going to put you in a position of some, I want to say notoriety, that you will be noticed, yes? It's a very frontline position that will get you noticed, or you'll be a part of an operation that has a very public appearance, yes?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm seeing this as a good career move. Financially, I don't know if it's going to give you everything you want, but I feel it's a good career move for you to get yourself out there and meeting the right people. Does this make sense to you, yes?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So good opportunity. It's something for you to actively pursue and put into place. It's something that you can see yourself in the next six to 8 weeks engaging and working for them if that is something that you desire. All right?
All right.
So move forward on this process and allow it to move, all right?
Okay.
Great.
Okay. And thank you. And my other questions were just surrounding more about relationship.
Relationship. That's the first word I wrote down when I heard your voice. They're talking to me about relationship and finding the right partnership and connectivity in relationship, and still allowing yourself to be your true, authentic self and your truth, and to live your truth. This makes sense to you, yes?
Absolutely, yes, it does.
Okay. I'm feeling like there's opportunity, but I'm not quite feeling the strong love connection is in place. That also makes sense to you, yes?
It is.
Okay. So allow things to unfold here so that you don't find yourself, they're drawing a box, so boxed in.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Is there a birthday of a particular person you wanted to ask about? Because I'm feeling someone connected to this experience.
Not that I know of. I mean, I know I had a interest in someone, and I think I found out their status. I think last night.
Right.
And that was fine. That was
okay.
That was
You're good with that. So we've got this. You're funny. Revolving door of candidates. So allow them to come in and out and see what is a match for you. And the aspect of relationship and primary relationship will be fulfilled for you. There is another, I'll use the word long-term relationship coming for you, but it seems to have a feel of it's coming towards the end of the year into the beginning of next year. There's things that are important for you to handle first. So right now, let's just call it window shopping, my dear. All right?
I received that. I really do. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin, for following the show in Chicago. I greatly appreciate the following and sharing this journey with us. I know you've been following the show for many years, so I really appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm going to keep following you, too.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And I'm going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got Harriet. And Harriet, she's in Fort Lauderdale. Harriet, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. Sarah.
Good. And how can Spirit and I assist you for a question here tonight?
I'm calling you to find out what the angels are for me, Sarah.
Miss Harriet.
Yeah.
And you summon the angels on a regular basis, and I actually hear this song of the angels, in the arms of the angels. And Spirit is making me aware, Harriet, that relationships and love and flow is not in sync for you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes,
And you feel very much alone. Is that also true?
Yes.
Okay. And the angels have a partner coming for you, Harriet.
Yes.
And you are open for that. Are you receptive for relationship, Harriet?
Yes.
Okay. So in the moment of now, I want you to just repeat after me. In the moment of now.
In the moment of now.
I'm open and receptive to love.
I'm open and receptive to love.
For a partner.
For a partner.
Who is available emotionally.
Who is available emotionally.
Spiritually.
Spiritually.
And physically.
And physically.
And in this moment, it is done.
And in this moment,
it is done.
It is done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that you feel that there's been a lot of betrayal in the arena of love for you. This is also true. Yes, Harriet?
Yes.
Okay. So now, do not be picking without the angels' approval. Yes? We need the stamp of approval from the angels. And that's why we need to have that divine partner. That partner that when you make that connection, you just know that you know them. It's like the song that I wrote that I play during the show. Do I know you? Do you know me? I think we met before. It's this connection. And that's how you know that there's something important going on. And then you let it unfold. I mean, there's always free will, so there's always things that have to happen in life. But there's a knowing. You have to trust the knowing. And not judge the experience by the past. Past experiences do not dictate the future.
Okay.
All right. Be open. Yes.
Yes, Sarah. Can I answer a question? What about my daughter's father?
Okay, hit the road, Jack. His intentions are not as purified as we'd like them to be. How's that sound? I don't know how to say it. I don't feel his intentions are pure, honey.
Okay.
I feel as if he needs you now, and now suddenly you're better than a piece of sliced bread.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
When he was at the top of his game, you were on the side of the road. Literally.
Okay.
You understand? This is true, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, at this moment, his life is not going well, and he figures you're a good woman. And together, the two of you could make a difference. But there's a motivation behind it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right.
So could I look on that way, Sarah?
Can you look his way?
Yeah.
You can look his way, but I can't promise you 5 years he'll still be in your backyard.
Okay.
You understand? But if it's partnership and collaboration and it's an agreement that the two of you have, and you don't have yourself in a place that you're emotionally vulnerable, because he's going to do the same thing he did before.
No, I don't want to get involved in that.
I know you don't. But you can look his way. All right?
If it's not genuine, Sarah, I don't want to look that way.
All right, then. Cover your eyes and go in a different direction. Look out for the tree. All right?
Yeah.
All right, honey.
Okay.
Navigate it well. The angels are with you, my dear. All right. Bye.
All right, Sarah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening to the show. I appreciate you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got Roseanne, and she's in Boca. Roseanne, how are you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Roseanne. And thank you for calling into the show. So great to hear your voice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
100 shows.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I really don't have a question for you. I just wanted to congratulate you. I have nothing to ask for. I'm actually in a good place.
You
for
are.
A change.
Well, it's been a long time coming. You
Yes,
have done
it
the work.
has.
You have done the work. You have trusted yourself. You've learned to love yourself. You have navigated the challenges. And you've talked to your angels and your guides. And you've got a lot of support in the spirit realm. And you've also put a lot of hurts and pain to bed, so to speak, yes?
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of forgiveness of self and others that has gone on. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I also see here that there's a... Why are they talking to me about a birthday? Someone's birthday on the other side coming up?
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. So they're getting ready to celebrate, and I know you'll remember them, but they're talking about a birthday coming up. Very short time right now. Yes, right? Someone close to you, yes, who passed? Yes. All right. I actually hear the radio in the background. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I hearing myself in stereo?
I'll lower it. Sorry.
Yes. But I just want to bring forth that energy because they step forth and an acknowledgement of their birthday and the connectivity with you, okay? All right. So thank you so much for calling and congratulating me. Thank you.
Yes. Have a wonderful night.
Okay.
So good to speak to you.
Great. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, and we're actually going to go to the phone lines. We have someone who assists us on working on the show behind the scenes and does a lot of the work, a lot of the mailings that we send out for the radio show, does some of the text messagings that we have to send out, make sure all of our class schedules get out, and make sure that everything comes together, that the music and everything's in place for the radio show. So we're going to go to the phone lines. I believe they're actually in Wappingers Falls, and we've got Tony from our media department on the line. So if we could just have that, please. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Tony. Thank you for calling in, and thank you for everything that you do for the show. We greatly appreciate all the effort that you've put in for the past over 8 years, 400th live shows, but I know there's a lot that goes on in between all the shows, and you, Tony, are responsible for all of that, and I want to publicly thank you for the support and the energy and the patience it takes to get Spiritually Speaking with Sarah off and running every week. You've been very instrumental to the success of the show, and I want to have all the listeners be able to honor you for all the work that you do, so I thank you.
Oh, you're going to make me cry.
Oh, we don't want to make you cry.
I have to say it's been a blast. It has been an absolute honor. It's just been an amazing ride. I've been part of the show from the beginning, and it's been amazing watching the growth of the show, watching the growth of you. Get better and better and better with each show. It's just such a wonderful experience. I can't describe it. And it makes me feel really, really good to know that I'm part of something that helps so many people in so many different ways. I'm biased, but you are an incredible asset to the community and to the world at large with what you do. You're teaching so many people so many things that can help them and bring them closer to Spirit and improve their lives. And like I said, it's just an honor to do that. And I'm glad to be able to help.
Thank you. And I remember the first time I came to you and I said, oh, this guy Ken, he says he's going to give me a radio show. And I was like, how's that going to happen? And, you just jumped right in and made sure I had everything that I thought I needed in the beginning. And we hit the ground running. And, you said something so important. There are so many people that the show reaches that you and I can't measure. We can see how many people open an email or how many people respond or who attend a class or how many people I have the opportunity to actually physically sit across from and do a personal reading. But there are people that listen that we can never measure, and they're actually the backbone of the show, because that's the energy that supports what you and I do, what we do to make a difference in the world. And I know that you've made a difference, and I know that we've been blessed to add the video portion and expand the show to new radio stations, and Freddie has stepped in to help us with that journey as well. But I really want to publicly thank you for being there and all the late night work and the mailings and the postings and, a lot of sleepless nights we put in to make sure that everybody gets a message that's going to make a difference, and everybody walks away feeling that they count in this world. And I just can't celebrate 400 shows and not have you realize how much you count and how much you make a difference. And I want to thank you for that, Tony. Thank you.
You're very, very, very welcome. And thank you for the opportunity to be a part of all of this. It's just amazing. Let's go for 400 more.
Let's go for 400 more, and let's cover the world here. Let's go.
Hey, right. TV.
Yes, we're ready for that too. Thank you so much, Tony, for everything. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. God bless you too. Bye.
What a journey it's been, everyone, to ride this wave, so to speak. And just when we go, are we going to hit a rock? The waves just take us to something greater and bigger. And I remember when I was getting ready to make the change here for WWNN, and I took on board having the show here while I was actively on another radio station, which shall remain nameless now. But in this journey, when the change came and they said, hey, we're going to, change our programming to be welcomed here in WWNN and to have the experience of meeting everyone here in a new facility and branching out and just have our listening audience grow. And if you're just recently joining the show, we have some wonderful listeners and amazing people who call in, and I'm as proud of all of you as you could ever be of what we do here, because you have all grown tremendously. We have watched you grow. We have supported your growth. When you've cried on the show and your world was falling apart, I might not have cried on air, but I blinked a tear and I said a prayer that whatever was disrupting you would change, and whatever clarity you need, that it would come. It doesn't end when the show closes at the end of the night. We have our Facebook questions we answer. We are always connected to you, and I watch in the energy field, and some of you come to my mind, and I may not have a way to reach you or call you on the phone, but energetically, I'll let you know I'm with you. So we are not separated by any distance, and these radio waves, these airwaves, these social media platforms, they just make it so much easier for us to connect and feel each other and know that we are ever present, ever watching, and always connected in the divine grace of the universal flow. I'm going to go right back to the phone lines, and I'm going to go to Vanessa. Vanessa, she's in West Palm Beach. Vanessa, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, Vanessa. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Oh, yes, thank you. I have a question about my career. I'm not quite sure what I'm exactly passionate about. I know what I like, but then I'm trying to figure out what's for me. I'm not happy with what I'm doing right now exactly, and then financially, I know I need to do better.
Well, you're feeling trapped where you are right now, right? There's really no way out. There's no way to grow. It's just kind of very limited is how it makes me feel. And financially, it's like, you're making like $10,000 or $20,000 less than what you could be making. Now, let's take you to a platform. Let's talk about being a way shower. Let's talk about people. Let's talk about empowerment. Let's talk about your ability to make people pay attention to something, some truth, some aspect of life that needs re-examining. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And you're good with people, yes?
I am, yes, I am.
You are? And people believe you, they trust you, they listen to you, yes?
For the most part, I would say yes.
For the most part, yes. And there's something that's going to lead you to being more of a, I'm going to use this word, a director. Someone who's in charge of a group of people, a team of people that has a mission, has a purpose. I don't see purpose in your current job. I see a job, but I'm not really feeling purpose for you. And I also want to make you aware of writing. Do you journal? Is there a book that you want to write? I'm seeing a pen. They're making me feel like there's ideas that need to go onto paper. Archangel Gabriel steps forward, and he's very clear that you've got a message. You have a message. Does that make sense to you?
Well, I mean, it's crossed my mind to start, writing stuff down. but I haven't really started that yet.
Start it. You might be surprised what is birthed in that experience. You might be surprised. I do feel transition for you. I do know that where you are is temporary. They take me back to, I have to stop and think what year it is now. 2013. They take me back to 2013. So we are in a 4-year journey. The 4-year cycle is beginning to close. There's going to be new work opportunities, but since 2013, we have been, I don't want to say jumping, but we haven't been hitting a mark of a work that makes you feel fulfilled for these past 4 years, yes?
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Okay. So when we finished education and school and whatever we had to do, we just kind of jumped in, yes?
Yes. I had twins, and that kind of got in the way, and I've been also having, issues with my relationship.
Okay.
So, I mean, as far as the father of my children goes, and just a lot of things got in the way of me pursuing school and, following through with things that I had planned.
Okay, but the plans didn't go away. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It just changes how it looks in the picture of it. But it doesn't mean that we can't pursue the plans. We just have to approach it from a different angle. Some of the things that I had planned in my little girl mind, all these years later, I get to experience now. So think about that.
Oh, that's amazing.
A lot of things may appear to get in the way, but sometimes I look at it as something that kind of slows, wait a minute, you're not quite ready for everything you want. And so there's an aspect of life and growth that the universe wants to awaken you to. Family, relationship, navigating that, understanding what's important in partnership and relationship, understanding the nurturing as a mother, and experiencing all those things. And then when you go in that energy and you fulfill the sense of those experiences and the growth associated with them, and then go within self, and first of all, applaud yourself. Applaud yourself. You didn't take a turn and now you're off track. You took a turn to add another arena of fulfillment to living. And now we move forward. And when I take you out of this 2017 year, then work and opportunities begin to emerge. Write down, if I could be anything, forget the limitations, forget who's going to watch the children. Don't put that in the picture. Don't even let it enter your mind in the creative process. If I were to write down what is it I want, I would just write down, if I had no limitations, if there's infinite possibilities and I could do anything, these are some of the things I would enjoy doing. And write it down. Don't give it a job title. Don't try to figure out if you've got the education. Your mind is very security-based and analytical. We don't need to figure everything out, my dear.
You're right about that. I'm very analytical, and I thoroughly, analyze everything, because I feel like, if I make the wrong choice, then this and that could happen. So I like to stay in a safe place,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
But sometimes safe isn't always the easiest and right choice.
Right.
Safe can sometimes create stagnation. Safe means that we don't trust that if we jump, that we have the support of the angels, the universe, and our own intuition. Sometimes we just have to jump. There are so many things in life that we can jump for and not even know if there's anything underneath us. And I usually jump in high heels, honey, and I land just fine.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So it's time for you to make a jump. But it's a leap from within. It's not a leap of faith. It's not blind. It's not taking a chance. I'm not going to take you out of your comfort zone of security. It's time for you to take a leap of faith within you and trust that you'll know the right thing to do. Just give it a chance to reveal itself. It's got to open up for you. And Spirit is pushing me to tell you, write that list down, because you're going to make a difference in other people's lives. No, you're not going to do what I do, but there's something that you're going to do, whether you're going to motivate people or you're going to write something that's going to be of assistance to them. That's not clear because you haven't chosen yet. The expression of who you are and who you've come to be can come in so many different ways. And I say this to you and everyone listening. Just because we went to school in a particular arena doesn't mean that we have to express ourselves that way.
Right.
We can do it differently. We can use the tips and the tricks that we've learned in the studies and the life experiences and reinvent ourselves. I don't know. I think I'm on my 4,000th reinvention. You know, so just reinvent yourself. But every time we reinvent ourselves as wiser, more fulfilled, with more things in the toolbox, with more experiences to have wisdom. And wisdom does not always come from a book. It comes from first the soul. So there will be change. There will be relationship and change and opportunities for you to redefine yourself. It's best for you at this minute, Vanessa, to get in tune with who you are. What makes you feel happy? It could just be a word for now. And that word will generate an experience. And then the doors will open in a position, an opportunity. A new job will emerge with the income that you desire, the stability you desire, and the opportunity to be in charge. You need to be in charge. You don't like when people are messing up and then you've got to clean their mess.
Right.
So
You're
there's
right about that.
There's an opportunity for you, my dear. Well, they're getting ready to wave me off for the night, but I sincerely hope, Vanessa, that I've been of service to you tonight.
Oh, you sure have been. But really quickly, can you tell me if you see anything happen in my love life in about, 6 months to a year?
They said it's coming. I did say that in my speaking. They said that relationship and career, they're all coming.
Okay.
It's all coming. All right, my dear. Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night. Bye. Well, 400 live shows of us celebrating and sharing this experience. And I thank all my callers, and I thank everyone for the congratulations on Facebook. And we have quite a few questions I think I have to answer when I get done with the show. So if you're on Facebook and I didn't get your question tonight, I will get to you. And I do encourage you to continue having those questions pop up throughout the week. And if I don't answer them live on Facebook, then we're going to answer them live on the show, because it's important for us to reach everyone, for each one of us to assist each other in this journey. You're important, and you're unique, and you're a gift. And together, we are making a shift in the world, because when we gather for these 3 hours from 5 to 8 on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 The Talk, and 2 hours in Atlanta on 1100 AM, what we're doing is we're creating a collective consciousness, a collective flow of energy that allows us all to shift within and to shift externally, and opening up possibilities for all of us, including the world. Seize the opportunities, everyone. Write down the desires. It's not too late to create that intention for the new moon, and watch things grow around you. I thank you for allowing me every Wednesday night to be of service to you and to share in your most private moments. Some of them have been wonderfully exciting, and others have just been heart-wrenching. But together, we have made the change, and we have grown. And I couldn't be here without you. So I thank you. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen?
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Tune in next week for more spiritual